Kono being a rookie for the team, she learned a lot, but at the same time, she's taking cues from the rest of these guys. And whether or not she completely agreed with what was going on, sometimes you have to make a decision, like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. And she did what she had to do, kind of. And by the end, I think she almost has to take the brunt of some of that, of what, the action of the team.
Your character has come a long way in this whole season, hasn't she?
I think she quite has. I mean, she wasn't even out of the academy in the beginning, and she right away was in the mix of some pretty grisly cases, and things that even if I know it's like a fake head, it's like I don't want to look at it. I was in the makeup trail and there's like an arm. It's like geez, like it's like a big prosthetic arm, but you're not ready for that. And then there's a lot of things that are really gruesome, and you want to be live in the scene, but at the same time you want to kind of take care of yourself, and you don't want to be constantly shocked and grossed out and freaked out by all these things which drive our show in a lot of ways. I didn't know our show was going to be involving so much death. There's not that much death here in Hawaii. Not like that. It's a very peaceful place, I don't think any amount of preparation could have prepared me for what was going to happen on this show. And I don't just mean like the ratings or how well it's gone, because I think a number of people think like, oh, you must be so happy now. You live in Hawaii, you're on a hit show, like you must be happy all the time. And it's like, it's not like spinning magic fairy dust. It's not easy. It's like you wake up at 4 or 5 or on a late day, maybe 9. Wow, like that's a treat. Oh, it's such a blessing to be able to do that, to be able to be in that exact environment, like the actual street names. And then when I first was here, I didn't know what things were called, and so anyone would be like, oh, it's actually this street and that street, or it's actually not that one, and they'd be like, oh, it's actually Restaurant Row. And so to be able to have that, it makes it live, and anything that you can have as an actor that's more authentic and truthful, the better it can be. Like sometimes you're acting like looking at a tennis ball on a stick, literally. I mean, done that so many times. So to be able to either have the other person there, and then even let alone the location, like actually have it be Hawaii, and then you're actually in that district, you're like, what, are you kidding? It's like it's a dream. It's not acting. I thought it was very funny when I heard they were called carguments. It's cute because the first time it happens, you're like, this is funny and interesting or whatever, and they're both charming and witty and all that kind of stuff. And then it starts to happen again, and then finally you're like, they're doing this again? And sometimes you're like, dude, this is way too long. And then you go, okay, I get it. It's like, it's a joke that stops being funny, and then it's funny all over again, and then no matter what, it's always funny. Oh, way too much stuff. What's on my iPod?
Give us a couple of your favorites.
My songs? You mean favorite songs? What have I downloaded lately? I think I downloaded... Oh, I just downloaded Bruno Mars, who's Hawaiian, and like Kanye West, and I kind of like a little bit more house, but it's like sometimes it's fun to like switch it up. What actors have been inspiring me? So funny, like Meryl Streep. Oh my gosh, I'm to the point where I'm saying Meryl Streep. I remember years ago, when I was not acting, I'd be like, why does everyone like Meryl Streep? Like, I just didn't get it. And she's amazing. So I'd say Meryl Streep or Daniel Day-Lewis and Christian Bale, of course, like Natalie Portman. I mean, there's so many people, and not just because their performances are great, but because of the discipline and the attention they put to their craft. And, and of course, I did King's Speech. I'm like blanking on his name. He just won for King's Speech, the Oscar.
Oh.
Colin Firth. Oh my gosh.